I am doing my food presentation dish on Gnocchi Amatriciana. The Romans spread gnocchi around Europe where it became very popular for the middle class since it was inexpensive, easy to prepare, and filling. It was made from semolina dough and eggs and originated from northern Italy because of the cooler climate suited for growing potatoes. However, it did used to be made with squash and breadcrumbs. Amatriciana originated from a small Italian town called Amatrice and evolved from another traditional dish called pasta alla grigia, which was just tomatoes added to make the sauce. It is made with tomato sauce, guanciale, pecorino, and traditionally paired with regular spaghetti noodles. The gnocchi and amatriciana were both dishes that were popular for peasants to eat because of the accessibility and how inexpensive the ingredients were. The famous chef Francisco Leonardi served an amatriciana dish to the Pope Pius VII. Leonardi was well known internationally and worked in several European courts, as well as being the first to regularly use tomatoes in combination with pasta. Now, gnocchi is usually considered comfort food. This is from a recipe of gnocchi amatriciana that I found that explains the nutritional facts that go into the dish. So it has 196 calories per 100 grams, 11.82 grams of total fat, 2.02 grams of sugar, 1.1 gram of dietary fiber, 9.77 grams of protein, as well as some minerals and vitamins. Gnocchi is high in carbohydrates and sodium. However, it can be healthier than regular pasta since gnocchi has less flour and potatoes offer more nutrients than flour. But there are some healthy alternative options like sweet potato or cauliflower gnocchi that are fewer in calories, have less fat, and more health benefits like being high in nutrients, good for your digestive health, and good for your brain function. However, consuming high amounts of gnocchi can potentially lead to other health problems. So for ingredients, the restaurant's website specifically states that all of their pasta is freshly made in-house, and even offered gluten-free pasta for an alternative in all of their dishes. So this ensured that their ingredients are fresh. The presentation of the dish was very tasteful to me and appealing to the eye, as well as the quality of the taste the dish brought. I think this also ensured the freshness and high quality of the ingredients. I also think that the quality of service throughout the meal ensured freshness of all the ingredients and products in the restaurant. Tomatoes and potatoes are the main ingredients in this dish, so I focused on those for this section of the presentation. The best time of the year to grow potatoes is in the spring, so I feel like that would be a good time to make gnocchi, and tomatoes grow the best when planted in the late spring. Tomatoes and potatoes are both part of the nightshade family and are grown seasonally outdoors, but can be grown year-round indoors, which can allow them to last longer. Tomatoes typically last 1 week at room temperature, but can last longer in the fridge. And potatoes last usually 1 to 2 weeks at room temperature, but can also last longer if stored in a cooled pantry. For the preparation, this was a dish prepared by Amelia, an Italian restaurant in Market Square that prepares regional Italian dishes, and this is how they described it on the menu. Gnocchi amatriciana is a hand-rolled potato dumplings with traditional amatriciana sauce of house-cured pork jowl, garlic, chilies, San Marzano tomatoes, and Pecorino Romano. I really enjoyed the flavor and textures brought out in this dish. The gnocchi was perfectly cooked, not mushy at all when it was mixed with the sauce. It was fluffy and light, but at the same time, it was just enough food to fill me up. The sauce was very flavorful and had a bit of a kick to it from the chilies. And it almost tasted just like regular tomato sauce that you would use for spaghetti and meatballs. There could have been a little more cheese, but that's just my personal preference. Overall, I would recommend this dish as well as the restaurant itself. Here is a picture of the dish, Gnocchi Amatriciana, right when it came out. You can see the chilies, the red tomato like sauce, and the potato dumplings in it with some Romano cheese. In the past, gnocchi and amatriciana weren't typically paired together as a main dish. Gnocchi was usually eaten in place of a small salad or appetizer, while amatriciana was paired with the traditional spaghetti noodles as a main dish. The two, though, were traditionally peasant dishes because of how affordable, easy preparation, and how filling they could be. Now, gnocchi amatriciana is a very popular Italian dish enjoyed by everyone. Some people don't consider gnocchi real Italian food because it's not made like pasta is, but nowadays there's so many different forms of pasta that is eaten around the world, like chickpea pasta or brown rice and quinoa pasta. I have never tried gnocchi before or this dish, but I think that any dish is going to be altered in time, and trying new forms of food is how we come up with new ones and evolve. And these are my references. Thank you.